So the Buffalo Bills exceeded my expectations heading into the 2024 season. Did expect them to make it all the way to the conference title game. They lost to the Kansas City Chiefs once more in the postseason, falling short of their first Super Bowl appearance since 1993-94. But after seeing them lose valuable players like wide receivers Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis, plus their safety tandem with Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde, and also releasing their former All-Pro cornerback Tre'Davious White due to have a long injury history, and showed everyone that it's a good football teams that make adjustments and not excuses. That's what they exactly did with new management and new coaching. Sean McDermott led them to another double-digit win season, winning 14 games and winning another division title, and also making it to the conference title game for the first time since 2020. Big accomplishment, and still continue to be one of the elite teams in the NFL. But there was a lot of difference with this team since they hired Joe Brady, who I thought it was the biggest difference maker with this team, besides Josh Allen, winning most valuable player. And Joe Brady is the reason why with his new offensive scheme. Hired him soon after they fired Ken Dorsey midway of the 2023 season. Saw a lot of big difference with this offense. It was more efficient, more well-rounded, knew when to run the football, knew when to throw the football, and knew how to do it. They was just all about getting the first downs before thinking about touchdowns. And this team just knew how to move the football up and down the field. Probably the best O-line, who allowed the fewest sacks in the NFL last season, had by Deion Dawkins. They're a perennial Pro Bowler, perennial All-Pro, and also unsung players like Khalil Shakir, Ray Davis, Ty Johnson are striving this offense, help out Josh Allen in the offense, and also rookie Keon Coleman, who at times was a solid target for Josh Allen, and also as well as Mari Cooper, who they traded for from the Browns at mid-season. And also seeing James Cook, who starting to become one of the most promising young players in this league, one of the brightest young stars, rushed for 1,000 yards once again last season, scored double-digit touchdowns, scored about 16 total, I believe. Anyways, with the offense being one of the best, probably the best, most efficient in the NFL, their defense is their biggest issue. I know their defense is going to be the biggest focus this coming off season. Not impressed. Not sure about some of the moves they made already. That includes Joey Bosa signing him from the Chargers, who has been in decline for the past couple seasons. Only had 5 sacks last season, also with injuries. Hopefully this becomes a fresh start for him at Buffalo and ends up helping out other young players like Ed Oliver and Greg Rousseau, who is continuing to improve for this defense to become one of the best again. And also, not sure about Rasul Douglas, but they brought back Tre'Davious White, who might not be the same Tre'Davious White as in the past, but his wisdom he could share with their first-round draft pick, Maxwell Hairston, Kentucky, and hopefully he help him how to succeed in this league as a cornerback at one of the toughest positions in football. And also, they brought back Damar Hamlin and also Dane Jackson, who can help this defense at least become good enough to make last-minute stops and hold opponents to a certain number of points. And pretty much so far, despite less activity during the offseason, less acquisitions being made, I can see this team once again winning the division. That's an absolute, unless the Dolphins could surprise everyone, shock the world. But besides that, and I can see them. I still see them as a threat of making the Super Bowl. Still one of the contenders in the AFC in the NFL. I can see this team being much better as they're continuing to improve.